It's not often that I get to introduce the most beautiful woman in the world, but tonight I have the pleasure of doing so. I get to introduce my wife, Nicole Gumpert. We've heard from the dads quite a bit tonight, and it's important to hear from the mom's perspective of what it's like to raise a child with epilepsy. So with no further ado, my wife, Nicole Gumpert.
Good evening, and thank you all for your support in the fight against epilepsy. On behalf of all the moms and dads and families who struggle with this battle every day, let me tell you how incredibly grateful we are for your presence here this evening. What I'm about to share with all of you is deeply personal and private, but I feel that it's time to speak truth. And it's not because I have some newfound strength or ability to cope with the heartbreak of epilepsy, but rather it has been a journey of personal growth through arduous reflection and spiritual resolve that I'm able to stand here tonight on this stage. We have 3 beautiful children. Chloe's 10, Jake is 8, and Alex is 5 years old. Our eldest, Chloe, has epilepsy. She takes 3 seizure medications daily, and the seizures keep coming. She cannot walk, talk, feed, or help herself in any of the simplest ways. Despite these challenges, she has helped more children and adults through her brave struggle with seizures than I can ever hope to reach in my lifetime. From her wheelchair, Chloe has taught her family and countless others the meaning of love, life, and hope. There is no circumventing the pain of watching your child suffer through countless tests, needle prodding, and surgeries, while missing other more enjoyable aspects of life. There are the social events we attend together where the world outside our micro-universe continues. Children are at play while their parents socialize, not knowing that we are watching, counting, and waiting for the next seizure. Anytime her school calls, my heart skips a beat. I hold my breath until I hear the words, "Everything's okay." This is the plight of a parent whose child has epilepsy. First came the prayer, "God, please don't let her have any more seizures." That prayer wasn't answered. Then you start to compromise. "God, please spare her this particularly harmful type of seizure." Thankfully, that prayer was answered. Now I just pray that she doesn't have more than 5 seizures within an hour, requiring emergent care, and no more than 15 in one day, or that she doesn't stop breathing from one, or God forbid, doesn't live through one. It's amazing how we change what we pray and wish for. I wish she did not have the multitude of challenges that she does, but my greatest wish is that she could be seizure-free, because this is the one diagnosis that presents the greatest risk to her development, physical safety, and life. I cannot remember much about the first few years of her life because I was terrified most of the time. Anyone in this room who has witnessed a seizure knows how devastating and frightening they are to watch. To my utter horror, I'm now accustomed to seeing and counting them on a daily basis. Through countless hours of physical and other therapies, Chloe was and remains a beautiful child without complaint. She has a laugh that competes in warmth with that of the sun and a smile that can light up a midnight sky. She was born severely anemic, required 3 blood transfusions, and the seizures started immediately. We had to fight for her life, as did she, and we have ever since in every conceivable way. The right to a fair education is a fight, as are government services, obtaining necessary medical equipment, and trying to get an appointment with a qualified pediatric epileptologist. There are endless struggles. I believe that Chloe came to this earth in this way as an incredibly advanced soul, sacrificing her physical body's abilities in order to teach us a thing or two about life, love, and compassion for those who need care most, and to teach us about having a voice and knowing how and when to use it for goodness, in service of our family, children, and others in need. During her hospital stay, after her birth, it was painful leaving her in the NICU at night because I was always panicked that I would never see her again. We faced heartbreaking news routinely, and it was touch and go for weeks. I looked forward to every diaper change and was grateful for this and the first bath that I was ever allowed to give her, never knowing if either of these important events would be our last together. There are benefits and burdens of this kind of gratitude, living each day with the greatest amount of appreciation, but also with an incredibly unsettling undercurrent which I cannot shake, even at this very moment of how fragile it all really is and how quickly life can spiral out of control. I do not allow myself many moments of grief or sorrow because there's an aspect to it that feels that these emotions negate my tremendous sense of gratitude that I have for the privilege of caring for Chloe and our dear family. We are very fortunate to be able to take this road less traveled together, and I have a partner in life that I experience as the most fabulous appendage, my husband Andrew, who has been and remains to be the best date, friend, father, and husband anyone could ever ask for. So when there are those painfully excruciating moments of grief, the ones that your soul experiences to the core of the recesses of your body, the cry that if one heard would be audible to the universes outside our own, that is when we need the ability to find hope in the presence of fear and hopelessness. These struggles must be in service of something more, that we choose a life, that we're here for a reason, and are destined to assist Chloe as she helps others and learn ourselves along the way. We are all here to help one another. Our children have a unique opportunity to see how fortunate they are to have bodies that effortlessly navigate through their home, at school, and at playdates, while Chloe's day begins and ends with tremendous effort. Our kids know that not all people get around the same way. Some have hot pink wheels, some smile for yes, and turn their heads away when they don't feel like sharing their stuff. Alex and Jake love their sister with all their hearts and worry about her when she's not well and feel her absence when she's been hospitalized. They feel the quiet, the unbearable, and are witness to their parents' tears. How do I reconcile the fact that Chloe has a seizure just by hearing my voice or by me giving her a kiss? Great joy or stress can trigger a seizure for her. How is any of this okay or tolerable? We do the best we can and do it with an incredibly loving and supportive family. Chloe teaches us how to be better people, and we're honored that she chose us to do this thing called life together. We are in great need of your hope, dedication, and support to bring an end to the helplessness that at times consumes the spirits of those and the families of those suffering from epilepsy. We do not dwell on the challenges we have faced or the reality of our impending future. We have no choice but to move forward and take one day at a time. Those who suffer from seizures are in great need of a care and a cure. For today, we pray the journey is swift, that in our lifetime we can offer Chloe and others who suffer from epilepsy an end to the fear of when that next seizure will strike. I know the struggle is not without meaning, and that through our efforts, we can together make a positive difference. Thank you again for being here tonight and for helping us in this collective effort to put an end to epilepsy. We sincerely appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
That's great. Wow. It's not good to go after that, I'll tell you that. Wow. Wolfie, words can't express how I'm feeling right now. And wow, you just showed so much fortitude, so much resolve. You're just incredible. You really are. So I love you. Whew, okay. Thank you.